In 2018, rising stars Israel Adesanya and Marvin Vettori met in a closely contested bout that Adesanya narrowly won by split decision. They will meet again at UFC 263, but this time Adesanya's middleweight championship will be on the line in a fight with significantly higher stakes. This is By the Numbers. A whole lot has changed since these two first met. Adesanya is now the UFC middleweight champion, in pursuit of his 5th UFC middleweight title victory, which would place him second all-time in the division behind Anderson Silva's remarkable 11 wins in championship fights. Meanwhile, Vettori has won 5 straight fights in dominant fashion since losing to Adesanya, with 4 unanimous decisions and 1 submission victory. But as much as things change, they also remain the same. Once again, Adesanya will be the favorite heading into this fight. According to FanDuel, Adesanya is a -275 favorite for the rematch, which is nearly identical to the betting line the first time they met. Again, Adesanya is recognized as the superior striker, while Vettori's wrestling is expected to be the kryptonite to the last stylebender. But a closer look suggests that things aren't always what they seem. In their first meeting, Vettori took Adesanya down twice. But since then, Adesanya has only been taken down a grand total of 2 times in 7 middleweight fights. As a matter of fact, Adesanya's takedown defense has improved significantly, and he is second all-time among middleweights in takedown defense at 86.5%. But he'll certainly have his hands full with Vettori, who sits 5th all-time in takedown accuracy, by securing 53.7% of his attempted takedowns. Since the loss to Adesanya, Vettori has averaged 5 takedowns a fight, and broke the UFC record for takedowns in a middleweight bout with 11 in his last fight against Kevin Holland. And when it comes to striking, maybe Vettori isn't as much of a disadvantage as we'd like to think. And if you think he doesn't like throwing fists and feet, think again. Vettori's fight with Jack Hermansson broke the UFC middleweight record for significant strikes landed at 286, and significant strikes attempted at 680. Since that last fight, Vettori has outstruck his opponents 396 to 241, a +155. But Adesanya is still exceptional in this department, and he's outstruck his opponents 449 to 249, a +200. Not to mention that Adesanya isn't just an excellent striker, but he's also a phenomenal finisher. Prior to their first fight, the kickboxer had won his first 12 MMA fights by knockout. Since going to the judges against Vettori, Adesanya has continued to be a fantastic finisher, with stoppages in 3 of his next 7 middleweight fights against a higher pedigree of competition. So if you're keeping track, Adesanya is 20-0 as a middleweight, with 15 knockouts, 4 unanimous decisions, and 1 split decision. Against who? Marvin Vettori. Adesanya is a phenomenal striker. The one thing you can't do is discount Vettori's defense, because the Italian is currently 3rd all-time at middleweight in significant strike defense by defending 66.2% of the strikes attempted against him. But not too far behind is Adesanya at 65.2%, which is good enough for 6th all-time. Look, neither of these fighters has ever been finished in an MMA fight, and both vow to finish what they started 3 years ago at UFC 263. Either one will get their revenge, or the other will prove their dominance on June 12th.